My 30F husband, 35M, slept with 2 men on a stag week. My husband went to Magaluf on a stag week recently, and when he got back he confessed that he'd got drunk and slept with another man, blaming the fact that he was so out of it. He told me he woke up and screamed when he realized he was in a hotel bed with this guy lying next to him. But he also admitted he'd got very drunk on another occasion and slept with the groom. His friend, who surprisingly enough isn't angry and just said, "It's just a bunch of stuff that happened. I'm not bothered, I slept with you. We did it and that's it." My husband told me he isn't gay or bi, and that it was simply down to overdoing it on the stag week in terms of drink and drugs, and that he regrets it. We have a 4-year-old son and my husband is a very good dad. He told me he wants to work on our marriage, and I want to be able to forgive him. But it feels hard and I don't know how I'm going to be able to do it. His friend's wedding is in a week's time and my husband and his friend want to keep what happened secret from the bride. But I'm not sure about that. What's your advice? TLDR. He says he isn't gay or bi. It just happened because he'd overdone it on drink and drugs, and wants me to keep it secret from the bride. What should I do? Having sex with each other isn't normal, lads shenanigans. I've been incredibly fucked up on drugs and alcohol on multiple occasions out in the woods camping with the guys. And oddly enough, the desire to cheat on my wife by finding love in their warm assholes never crossed my mind. What? He tripped, fell, landed on his dick. Sorry lady. Your husband's bi and he's a cheater. No sex obviously, and an STD panel. I'm a lesbian and I don't just sleep with men if I'm out of it, lol. This man is in deep denial. I'm a 35-year-old dude and I've never had sex with another dude. I've had some crazy drunken adventures but nothing like that. He's either gay or bi and he's in denial. He cheated on you twice. Tell the bride because she deserves to know. Get tested for diseases and prepare for a divorce. I'm not sure if you can get past the cheating, but personally I'd also be concerned that he's lying to himself and that will not end well for your marriage if you just forgive and forget. Sounds like he's gay or bi. He also cheated on you on 2 occasions that you know of. This would be a no for me. And reason for divorce. The fact that he might be hiding his true sexuality aside. He cheated twice. Do you really want to just cop that? I highly doubt that this was the first time that he's hooked up with the groom, his friend. And he's definitely bi, gay. If you were the soon-to-be wife, would you want to know? I know I would. So he and his guy friends are in the DL. When they have poker night. Wheel it ain't cards. You need to tell the bride so she gets a chance to walk. Please tell the bride. If she is unawares she should know so she can make an informed decision before becoming legally married to that man and so she can get tested for STIs. And you should certainly get checked as well. And think long and hard about your own relationship. Cheating is cheating, regardless of the genders involved. He's not heterosexual if he had sex with guys multiple times. Period. End of story. The fact one of them is a great friend is also very weird. Whole thing is, does he expect you to not tell anyone? Him telling you is basically coming out. Gay sex is just as legitimate and real as straight sex. Cheating is cheating, even if it's out of exploration. Be compassionate for the turmoil he may be in, but be mindful of your needs and heart just as well. First, you have to tell the bride. Just as you have a choice now about continuing your marriage or not, she deserves the same agency. Tell your husband that he and his friend need to go together to tell the bride. If the groom refuses, tell your husband that he must go and tell her himself. This will be just one of the prices he will need to pay if you are to consider giving him the gift of reconciliation. This is a non-negotiable. She deserves the same choice you have. And he must begin the process of proving he deserves another chance. As for reconciliation with your husband, his words mean nothing. It is his actions that count. This is why he needs to tell the bride. His loyalties cannot be with his friend, the affair partner. In fact, after he tells the bride, he will need to cut off his friend. If the bride doesn't dump her fiancé, she will demand the same. Hubby will need to cut off any friends who enabled his cheating. He must get into individual counseling yesterday. First, to deal with the question of his sexuality. He needs to figure out who he is. And of course figure out why he cheated on you. After he's done, for a while you can consider couples counseling. He will probably need to abstain from drinking when not around you. If you are serious about trying to reconcile with him, please repost in as one after infidelity, a reconciliation sub. There are great resources in their recovery library for you and him to read. And the posters in that sub will give you a tutorial on what he must do to help you heal and the work he must do to deserve reconciliation. What I described above is just the tip of the reconciliation iceberg. Good luck, and I am so sorry you are dealing with this. Edit. Don't come to any conclusions about his sexuality just yet. No need to label it. No matter what, it doesn't excuse cheating. That needs to be your focus. He can deal with that in counseling. So I had an ex whom, yes, cheated on me with women, and I later discovered also with men. Forget worrying if he's gay, bi, or he wants to fuck trees. You better believe that if someone is in this much denial over what they like to do with whom, it's the tip, of a very large iceberg. It would be one thing if in the course of your marriage he told you he thinks he can't be married to you, as he's exploring, etc., or that he's confused. But it's quite another for him to enjoy the benefits of presenting himself as a married man when he's out there sleeping with dudes and later tells you he was just too drunk to know what he's doing. And yes, please get tested. Do not think this was the first or only time. Let's take gender out of this completely. He cheated, the groom cheated. Are you willing to accept that your partner cheated? Would you tell the bride if her fiancé cheated? Who was the second guy? You need to tell the bride. She needs to have the choice to stay or go. He is bi, he is lying. Your husband cheated on you, and then didn't feel bad enough about it, so he cheated on you a second time. I am all for sexual experimentation, as I myself am bisexual. But cheating is cheating, regardless of gender. And do it twice indicates it's a little more than experimentation. My advice is to end the relationship. You're 30. Still so young. Better to pull the plug now than 15 years down the track when he cheats on you again or comes out. Sounds like he cheated. Doesn't matter if it's with women or men. If you weren't giving him the old go ahead, then it's cheating. Sorry.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.